Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday, man. It's your boy Jumpman Jones. You're now live inside of another episode of the Kickin' Shit podcast. We are in the studio for a very special episode. We're recording a little early, so it won't be your normal groove. Just something to fill y'all Mondays up, man. I'm joining me tonight on the couch, Skeleton Crew, my man Jumpman Johnny. Y'all know what it is. My boy, my partner, my dog, Jumpman Johnny, a.k.a. Crown Daddy, a.k.a. Crown Poppy, or the El Himado Poppy, the Avion Don, the Terramana God, the Malargo Home, and still your girl, give her right back, man. Y'all know. Y'all know the spiel,
Are you on the radio?
What's going on, my brother?
What up? Yeah, this is how it all started.
Yeah.
All we miss is the Henny. We got Ollie Pop.
I do got the Lobos, man, if you need to get charged up.
I'm straight.
Man, thank you everybody out there that listen to episode 302 or watch episode 302. We're on YouTube every week. Mondays, every Monday. YouTube, we're on Apple, Spotify, Google. Not Google Play anymore. It is YouTube Play or whatever. And iHeartRadio and SoundCloud. So that's where we at. Tune in every Monday. We'll be there. Other than that, man, how you doing? How your week been going?
I'm good, man. Just happy to be here, man. Glad we can get out some content for the folks.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
But, yeah, I'm good, man. You know, sore as hell. We had a game yesterday. I'm sore as hell.
Yeah, we lost.
Yeah, I mean.
And we could have won.
Probably could have won, but, you know.
Yeah.
We got certain humps we got to get over as a team, and I think once we do that, we're going to be on that championship level.
We like LeBron when he committed to the Cavs before he, left and went to Miami.
Yeah.
So I feel like we've been working with this team for a minute. I also found out a couple of niggas left and went to other teams on the low.
Oh,
they used to be with us.
damn.
So, but I feel like I always tell you I feel like I could win. We could win with this team. It just hasn't been shown yet. I think our best year was that last year?
Last season, year? Fall of 23.
Because we dominated. I think we finished second.
Yeah, we were second or third in the league. We was in the game before the championship game. So, not this time around, but next year or next season, if there's a next season, we'll see.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to all the softball players out there, grown people out there living their athletic dreams through softball.
Yeah, slow pitch is like a whole culture, man.
It really is.
More I dive into it, it's actually dope. I'm glad I found it, man. It's actually I would have played earlier, like in my 20s and 30s
you probably would have been a fool by now.
Yeah, had I known, because I always tried to play ball, you know what I'm saying? But those dudes are like, most of the time when you step in that basketball arena, those are guys who are living out fantasies.
Yeah, XD3 players.
Yeah.
Dreams of making it to the league that slowly died and they never gave up on them. They still holding on by a string.
And I think there's a certain level of pride that comes with being a hooper that I never really had. My whole thing was just to be able to step on the court and play.
Yeah.
Like those guys have a totally different outlook on the sport. They play it with a totally different bravado, and it carries weight through the week. Like, I've watched guys lose games on Saturday at the rec and carry that momentum into their week. Like, dog, it's just a basketball game. Like, I got other shit going on in my life.
That shit means something to them, man. That's what kept them out of trouble when they was younger, man.
And I think when you know that, you step in that arena like, all right, I'm good. And it's our people's, it's like black people's sport. It's our soccer in America.
That's our pickleball.
Yeah, it's our shit. So stepping over in that softball arena was like different. It was like, oh, and I like baseball, so it's kind of like along the same lines. Like I kind of like this. I wish I would have got into it earlier.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I gotta go check out So True. I think they're about to start back up. I keep saying I'm gonna catch a game. This is their fourth or fifth year.
This is good though.
Yeah,
they've been good. Like I think the talent out there is good. From what I've seen on
Instagram. They got
rules
that I think each team got to have at least two guys that play D1 or something like that.
Oh, shit.
Or they had to play some type of, like, past high school basketball, I think, each team in order to even submit.
Is Tim, like, a part of the board?
I don't know what Timbo do because I think he played in the first two seasons, but I didn't think he played last year. But he might be.
Yeah, I know So True has always been, like, his thing.
Yeah.
So... But if you go to a game, I definitely want to catch one. I've seen them online. I'm like, okay, this is not a bad product.
Yeah, they over there. I think they used to play at West Charlotte. So
yeah, it's not a bad product at all. I'm like, okay, this is a good product.
Just got to pick up. I think once people catch on and it become like a thing for people to go do on a Sunday, I think it can catch on.
And I'm a fan of good products. Like not no messy, reckless YMCA shit, but give me a good product, a good guys skilled, really competing, and they know what they doing. I'll watch that.
And Farad put effort into it. He got them their own special ball. They got new jerseys every year that he designed. So I think it's they going in the right direction.
Well, keep me updated, man. I'll drop some updates on the show. Anybody local want to go check out the So True Basketball League here in Charlotte, man? It's definitely worth checking out.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't doing nothing on the Sunday. It might be worth it. Get a food truck up out there.
I feel like they got that. I feel
they
like
might
they
have
a food
one
truck
out there.
They definitely got to have a food truck out there. Other than that, man, I did want to kind of take a part. I just wanted to get straight to it. Been watching the Carmichael show. Just for the listeners out there, it won't be no normal topics like we do. We're not wrapping up the week this week. We're just diving into some stuff from the group chat. One of those things was the Jerrod Carmichael show. We have been keeping up with it. This weirdo ass nigga. And he kind of gained us back, and then he lost us again with this last episode. Carmichael kind of came out, and him and his mother stopped talking. Apparently, him and his mother had a great relationship, and this kind of killed the relationship. And so she called him up after 3 years to try to reconcile things. And in the opening scene, I kind of like was taken aback because his mother was expressing to him like, you know, the Holy Spirit, because she's a Christian, came to her, talked to her, said, yo, you should make things right with your son. And so, you know, she said, you know, I know you decided this, and he took issue with her basically saying you decided this lifestyle, and he kind of cussed his mom out on national television.
Yeah, he was going at her. He the tone of his voice was like
disrespectful.
Yeah, it was like confrontational almost. Like he wanted her to say something so he can go off on her. And I'm always against that, man. Especially the way, I don't know his whole life, but it seemed like he had a decent life coming up. And for you to talk to somebody that raised you like that, that's just, I mean, I frown upon that. And I don't frown upon many things.
This is one thing I wanted to talk about, because this is one thing I think gets mixed up a lot. And that's why I wanted to steer this conversation. Homosexuality, Christianity, and why they don't mix.
Oil and water.
And I wanted to talk about this from a perspective where maybe I could get an understanding from you, or maybe somebody out there can get an understanding of Christians' stance. Because we, you know what I'm saying, and I don't like to be religious, but we, you know, have some sort of contact with Christianity. Mm-hmm. We know that most Christians can be super judgmental. And the reason why is when you are a part of a religion, you do have a set of commandments and things that in your book, your scripture, whatever your source text is telling you, hey, these are the things that are right, and these are the things that are wrong.
Yep.
And when it comes to Christianity, there's no gray areas. And I feel like homosexuals feel like there's gray areas in Christianity. And I don't think they realize it's not. I think there's levels with human beings and how we treat certain sins. And so when he's talking to his mom, she said, no different than a murderer choosing to be a murderer, no different than a thief choosing to be a thief. You choose this, he gets mad, say, hey, I didn't choose to be gay. I was born this way. This is who I am. And, you know, why would God, and then it came with that, why would God make me this way? You know what I'm saying? And then damn me to hell. And so I wanted to provide a perspective that I don't think people consider, right? I don't know if you can be born gay. I do feel like you can be born gay.
Yeah.
But I also feel like, and I'm going to speak from a Christian point of view, I'm not the cleanest person in the world. I just have a understanding of Christianity. And I think the judgment from Christians is definitely wrong. I'm going to start there. So when a person is talking about choices, you can be born with chemical imbalances. And you will have desires to do things that you might need to fight off. And everybody who's born into this life isn't granted the same awards. And so if you are a Christian and this is your source text, I'm going to start there, and you find yourself to be born gay, now this is where it gets controversial. I think the choice is the practice of the homosexuality, not the attraction to men. I think for the human aspect for his mom, it may be hard to grasp that your son can appreciate men. But to me, when they talk about the choice, is you don't have to act on what you feel. Or, let me rephrase that. Just because you feel that way doesn't mean it's okay for you to act on it, because per your source text as a Christian, this is saying no. Homosexuality, no.
I get that. I mean, I guess, yeah, I get it, because let's just say we're not talking about the homosexuality. Let's just say you a thief and you have the urge to steal for some reason, and you choosing that. If you choose to steal, then you're not fighting that urge. I guess I can understand that. I just think that, I guess I understand where Carmichael would come from when he says that, why would God make me this way if I'm supposed to go to hell?
That is answered in your source text. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like every answer humans have about their existence, their feelings, the way that they are, it's right there in your source text. You are born into sin. And we think sin is like fucking hoes and being gay. No, sin is autism. Sin means you're not a perfect being, from your actions to your deficiencies to the way you're born. When you have people who are disabled, I think that's the correct term. Mm-hmm. That's not how God wanted them to be, but the seed was planted in the garden.
So being born with an affliction could be considered being born into sin?
That is a part of what that embodies. You see what I'm saying? Because we're not perfect human beings. We were made perfect human beings per the scripture.
Yeah.
We were made perfect human beings, and the decision, if you're a Christian, this is only if you're a Christian. If you don't believe in Christianity, this conversation, fast forward. But if you're a Christian, per their source text, a Christian source text, Adam was born perfect, made a decision. Hey, sin was granted upon them. Hey, even birth pains were increased as a part of the punishment for sin. So basically, per the scripture, it was easy to have a baby. Right. People die having babies. Like that's how you're paying for the sin. Gotcha. So we're born into sin, and we will sin in our lives, and therefore that's what Jesus is here for. Jesus came to be a sacrifice so you can go through him to talk to God, if you're Christian, to be forgiven for those sins that you may commit in this life. I'm not saying being disabled is a sin. I'm not saying that at all. That's just a part of our imperfect human experience. As perfect human beings, we create other perfect human beings with no deficiencies. Yeah. And like I say, deficiencies are all kinds of things. They look like being disabled. They can look like being homosexual. They can look like being a murderer, a thief, a fornicator. Just people who have these things, somebody who's a sexual deviant. Those are deficiencies. You know, why can't you fight that urge? So,
what about judging someone, though? Like,
judging someone is bad. But that is a human thing.
Yeah.
That is a human thing, and that is wrong.
Right, because I feel like if somebody comes out in the closet and says that they're gay, the judgment that you throw on them, is that not in turn sinning for the sin that you think that they're committing?
Exactly. No, that is 100% right. You can't look at the person who's gay and judge their actions. Now, the judgment isn't her saying, hey, per the Bible, that's wrong. That's not the judgment. The judgment is when they take it too far and tell you, well, you know, God don't like that. Well, I know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to, hey, listen, you don't have to remind that person what's wrong or right. That's not your job.
I feel, yeah, I think that might be, I don't know. I mean, gay people probably have a lot of arguments when it comes to that. I feel like that's their biggest enemy.
It's Christianity.
Yeah, religious beliefs. Because even I think, I don't even think Muslim people play that at all. Like, I don't even think they entertain it. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. Mm-hmm. So I think it's just religion in general. But a lot of people, we're from the South, so a lot of people are Christians. So that's the story we deal with the most.
Yeah, that's it. That's our common story. Just what you've seen with Carmichael dealing with. Like, those are Christian folks, and it's gonna be hard for them. And honestly, and that's why I say it's degrees with humans, because humans see everything so. There's a middle ground with humans.
Yes, gray areas.
And I think as humans, we have to remember, if you are Christian and if you believe in a God, there is no gray area with God. The murderer and the thief and the liar all going to the same hell if that's what you believe.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter in his eyes, but in our eyes, it's like degrees to it. And I do disagree with that, but when I seen them trying to love him and him trying to rub it in their face, it's like fucked up.
Yeah, I didn't like. That's the part I don't like about it, because it's like, I think if he like looked from the other lens and looked from their perspective, they actually giving a pretty good effort.
Yeah,
because I've heard some stories where people get disowned. That's not my son no more, or that's not my daughter no more. Mad that they ain't gonna have a blood child. Like, these people, they're letting you in their house. They say, yeah, I'll be open to meeting your boyfriend.
Gave him a hug.
But just because they don't want to see him and you kissing in front of each other, or kissing in front of them, or holding hands, that might be a little bit too much for them.
Yeah, it may be a little bit too much.
You can't jump into 8 feet.
And I see both sides. Like, I understand you want to be open, you want to be free, but where's the respect for your loved ones?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And honestly, you got love. Your brother said he hadn't talked to you in years. He's like, man, you ain't talked to us. And your sister-in-law kind of got in your ass by telling you, like, yo, you're just lashing out. You just feel away. This is all about you.
Right.
You're reacting. And those people over there, they're dealing with a lot. You're not even considering them.
Right. They said people reached out to him. He was the one ducking the phone calls and didn't want to talk.
Yeah.
And then he tried to flip it on him and say it's because of the way that she reacted. It's like, what do you want people to do? Be like, oh, okay. Especially older Southern people. Again, you ain't gonna just tell them that you gay and they be like, all right, cool.
Yeah, it's not something that they can grasp easy.
Right.
You know
now, maybe
saying?
the generations afterwards would be like, okay, I mean, I kind of figured.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that would be like our reaction if like our children were to come out that way. They'd be like, well, I mean, I kind of saw the signs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the older folks, nah. Because even if, again, like in their generation, when people were gay, like the choir director or something like that, he would not say he was ever gay.
Shit.
So they used to straight people acting how we would see a gay person today.
Yeah.
They used to straight people acting that way.
Staying in the dark, staying in the closet, not expressing who they really are. Like, yeah, that's exactly what they used to. But yeah, so that just watching that whole thing play out, man, just the whole visit was weird. Like, mom didn't really have much to say. She seemed devastated.
Yeah, she eating that cake slow as hell.
Dad was prepared. Like, I already been through this shit with this boy.
Yeah, he said we on a road trip. He ain't about to do me dirty again.
I got this covered. He hugged him and everything. But
I
mean, once I start a show, I finish the show, so I am gonna finish it. I don't like that though, and now I do see Jerrod in this different light. Like,
yeah, me too. I was always thought he was a cool person.
yeah, I thought it was pretty. Yeah, I liked his comedy. It was a little dark, and I like that type of comedy. But to watch him exploit his family and just take this shit to the next level, it's just like, man, I can't get behind that.
And
like,
even as a fan, like before he came out fully, as a fan, I noticed, like, I think I hit you up. I was like, damn, how come he actually seemed like he really trying to push the gay thing now that he came out the closet?
And you know what? I feel so many different ways about that because I agree. Like, why when he came out, he just couldn't stay Jerrod? But I think it's something to the whole thing of that was never him.
Right.
That was him.
It was like,
pretending.
now this is who I really am, and I'm open to being this way now because I'm out the closet. I'm free to be who I really want to be.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
Yeah. So I get it. I was just like, you putting it in our face, buddy. You putting it in your parents' face, and they not feeling it.
Just
it's
shut
not
up
cool.
and tell jokes.
Damn. Yeah, that's kind of been like the whole monologue of this shit. Like, oh, and you know I'm gay, right? It's like, yeah, like, okay, like, what else? Give us something else, man.
That nigga's a pervert. That nigga too. Nigga be cheating like hell.
Oh, I always say, man, I feel like gay dudes got it hard because you have to date other men, and I would never want to date no man. Like, nigga, that has to be a tough struggle to find a dude to love you. Like,
yeah, for real.
Like, you think women struggling? Imagine knowing what we know about each other, didn't try to go out and meet one another. Like,
like, I know this nigga got some hoes, but here I am. I won't be stupid.
Exactly.
Chase him.
Exactly, man. This shit is wild. Man, I wanted to try something fun, man. So my homegirl Angie, she's working on a project that I will not discuss because I have to sign an NDA.
All right, shout out to the NDA.
But I do want to. I witnessed a table read, and so James not here. I was gonna have y'all niggas read Friday because I think he did a good job last week when he recited the pinky roll. Yeah, he killed that shit. So I was gonna give you a chance to have a script in front of you to get your lick back. You know what I'm saying?
All right, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? But he not here, so this is like a segment that's gonna be on our show now.
This nigga that LOL our comment in the group. This nigga James disrespectful.
So this is like something that'll be in the show now to read us reading a little script. I felt like this would be entertaining. So tonight, man, we are reading from Training Day. Now, y'all remember the coffee scene. Jake met Alonzo on his first day of work to start his training day. He kisses his wife goodbye. They go into the coffee shop. So we're going to set the scene, and then we're going to get into reading. Now, I'm going to be Jake.
Okay.
Johnny is Alonzo, a.k.a. Denzel Washington. So we're going to go through
Oscar
this.
Oscar award-winning performance, and I gotta top it.
All right. So let's set the scene. Hold on. Old and tired. Hold on. Let's see. Soon as that.
Yeah, I think that's where you at.
All right, cool. Let's see. Coffee shop. Day. Old and tired. Near Good Samaritan Hospital. Jake struts through the door. Confidently looks around. Jake's point of view. Detective Sergeant Alonzo Harris in a black shirt, black leather jacket, and just enough platinum and diamonds to look like somebody. He reads the paper in a booth. The gun leather toe LAPD vet is a hands-on blue collar cop who can kick your ass with a look. Back to scene. Jake walks over, slides in across. Alonzo's eyes will never leave his newspaper. Jake. Good morning, sir. A young waitress pours Jake's coffee, offers a menu. Jake waves it away. I'm okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Have some chow before we hit the office. Go ahead. It's on my dollar.
Nah. Thank you, sir. I ate already.
Fine. Don't.
It's nice in here.
May I read my paper?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'll just get some food.
No, you won't. You fucked that up. Please, I'm reading. Shut up.
Jake does. Jeez, sorry. Pours a ton of sugar in his coffee. Time to cut. All right. Coffee shop day. The waitress pours refills. Alonzo reads. Jake fidgets. Sure wouldn't mind not roasting in a hot black and white all summer. Alonzo sighs, carefully folds his paper and glares at Jake.
Tell me a story, Hoyt.
My story?
Not your story, a story. You can't keep your mouth shut long enough to let me finish the paper. Now tell me a story.
I don't think I know any stories. Alonzo waves the paper in Jake's face.
This is a newspaper. And I know it's 90% bullshit, but it's entertaining. That's why I read it, because it entertains me. If you won't let me read my paper, then entertain me with your bullshit. Tell me a story.
A real one, or should I make one up?
Where'd you do your probation?
Van Nuys.
Right, the Valley. No cute little anecdotes about writing underage smoking site. Hold up, my bad. Right, the Valley. No cute little anecdotes about writing underage smoking sites at the shopping mall.
Jake's thinking, and then I think you got bingo. He got it.
Bingo, he got it.
Oh, there was this DUI stop.
A DUI stop? Wow, go on.
So we were on mid-watch.
We, you, and
Debbie.
Debbie? The hell's Debbie?
She was my training officer, Debbie Maxwell.
Your TO was a female?
Yes, sir.
She white, black?
White.
She diked out or any good?
Yo, this nigga Giselle was white. She's pretty good.
So you, hold on, I'm hooked now. So you and Debbie are pulling the mid-watch.
Right. It's a real quiet night, a yawner. We're rolling on Van Nuys. I'm driving, and this Acura, just a beautiful car, comes out a side street in excess all over the median. So I light it up, and I hit the whaler. Guy drives on like I'm invisible for 10 blocks before he pulls over. Place ran clean. Debbie covers as I approach. Drivers, this huge white guy, can barely keep his arrest. And hold on, can barely keep his eyes open. I field test and arrest, and I'm belting him in our unit. Debbie's tossing his car. She calls me to the vehicle and shows me a snub 38 and 2 shotguns all loaded and locked.
No shit.
No shit. She calls our supervisor, and I keep searching. I find 500 grams of meth in the dash. Turns out our DUI was a bail for distribution. He was on his way to smoke his ex-partner before trial. We prevented a murder.
Amazing.
Some story, huh?
I mean, you're driving around the valley with a fine bitch in your car for a year, and the most entertaining story you got is a drunk stop. Never hit her up for some Codex in the backseat. Didn't tap it.
I have a wife.
You also have a dick.
Alonzo shakes his head to discuss Jacob's crush.
Let's go.
Alonzo tosses a 50 on the table. Off his heavy wedding band, we cut to coffee shop parking lot day. Alonzo crossing. Alonzo sizes Jake up.
You walk and talk like a damn cop.
Alonzo stops at G-Rod and a Narc Machine Supreme, a clean black 1978 Monte Carlo on nice rims.
Give me that menu.
Jake pulls a Chinese menu from the wiper, hands it to Alonzo, who folds it and pockets it. Gets in.
Get in. It's unlocked.
Jake admires the car, climbs in. G-Ride, coffee shop, day. Jake buries his shoes in beer cans and coffee cups. Alonzo twists the key and pumps the hell out of the gas after a beat. The engine crashes. Vroom. This isn't for motor pool.
Don't worry. My baby puts out when she has to.
Alonzo rubs the dash lovingly. Where's the office? Back at the division?
Alonzo hits the switches.
Oh, yeah. Alonzo hits the switches, and the G-Ride is raised in hydraulics.
You're in it.
Jake reacts, then smiles. This is kind of cool.
Alonzo squeals out the lot. This mother shit.
Oh, yeah.
Rover's in the glove box. Want a 10-8 us?
Yes, sir.
Shit can the sirs. I'm not your domestic violence awareness instructor.
Jake takes a Motorola radio from the glove box. What's our ID?
Nora 15.
Nora 15, 10-8. Nora 15, 10-20. Jake checks the street sign, 7th Broadway, before he tells dispatch Alonzo snatches the Motorola as he makes a left on Broadway. Nora 15 south on
that's me. Nora 15 south on Rampart at Beverly. 10-4.
Alonzo tosses Jake the Rover. Bad guys are listening.
That's me. Okay. Bad guys are listening. Don't trust the radios. Never let anyone know where you're really at. Ever.
Jake nods and smiles. Makes sense. Cuts to G-Rod, Broadway, moving day, last part. Heading north on Broadway in downtown L.A. It could be San Salvador or Guatemala City. Jake is mesmerized by the crowds. This looks like the third world.
It's my world.
Jake knows several men making hand signs as they pass. They're flashing gang signs.
They're selling, what the hell's a Mika? Fake IDs, green cards, license, and socials.
Oh, shit, this is a big part. Alonzo gives Jake a fatherly look, lights a smoke, settles in his seat.
Today is a training day. Gonna show you around, give you a feel for the business. I have 38 cases pending trial. I have 63 active investigations. There's another 350 cases on the log I can't clear. I'm supervising 5 officers. That's 5 different personalities, 5 different sets of problems. You, Officer Hoyt, if you got the guts to succeed, will be number 6. I don't have time to babysit or hold hands. You have one day to show me who you are and what you can or cannot handle. You can hack. Oh shit, my bad. Let me zoom in.
All right.
You can hack narcotics. Feel free to work a pussy that's chasing bad checks. Hear me, Officer Hoyt.
I hear you.
Good. Gonna show you reality. Think you can handle it?
Yeah, yeah.
Why you want to be a narc?
I want to serve my community by ridding of dangerous drugs.
Don't BS me.
I want to make detective. The boy is ambitious. Alonzo likes that. As they cruise down Broadway, a black and white up the street does a sudden U-turn.
Stick with me and you will. If you can unlearn the bullshit they filled your head with, you're going to be passing out baseball cards and carrying old ladies' groceries like the rest of the new fucks Washington's flooded the streets with.
I'll do anything you want me to.
Good. Roll your window down. Can't hear the street.
Jake does. All right, man. We're going to wrap it right there. When James get back, man, we're going to do that Friday, man.
All right, man. That's just a preview of me and James. Next week, giving y'all Friday.
That was a pretty good run-through, man.
Yeah, man. For my first time reading the script, man. I see why that nigga won the Oscar.
Yeah, man. He brought that shit to life. He brought that shit to life, man. All right, I really didn't have anything else, man. Who you think won the beef, Drake or Kendrick?
I think we got to just give it to Drake. I mean, not Drake, Kendrick, because court of public opinion, man. Who else gonna call this shit? And I think the consensus is that Kendrick won. And then, in my opinion, I think he did win too. Drake had some bars though. I'm proud of Drake, to be honest. He didn't stand down. I think he learned a lot from the Pusha T situation. He didn't stand down, and he didn't let the news and the lies that, well, I ain't gonna say lies, the truths that Kendrick told bother him. He's like, I'm still gonna keep rapping. I'm still gonna keep rapping regardless of what you say. If it's true or if it's false, I'm still gonna keep rapping.
What do you think? What do you think this goes from here? Like for Drake, like what's next?
If I was Drake, I would honestly take a break, man. Drake probably been out since like 2007, and I don't think he's ever taken like a break. I say take a year off, go live in Jamaica for a little bit, smoke you some weed, man. Work on your music. Come back once everything clear over. We always gonna want to hear from you, but make us want to hear from you. Make us miss you.
Yeah.
He been hopping on everybody's song for the last 15, almost to 20 years.
After this beef, man, I don't know. I don't think there's a person's song he can hop on.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like he burned a lot of bridges with this beef. Even like I don't even think Wayne would do something with him at this point.
Yeah, this got kind of out of control, man. Yeah.
I think leave. Like I said, take a year off. We don't hear nothing from you. You just dropped, a few tracks already, so let that shit play out.
Mm-hmm.
And, maybe drop a 5-part, like a 5-song out of nowhere EP, and then be like, I'm back. And just do Drake, man. Be the Drake that we loved, man, that had the ladies going crazy. We like, oh, he's so sensitive. He's so into his emotions and his feelings, but also would give you 16.
I don't think Drake ever going to lose that fan base. Like, niggas, people who love Drake love Drake.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always going to be a fan.
Yeah.
Always going to be a fan.
And even if you don't like Drake, he going to make a slap. Like, even in this battle, Family Matters is my favorite slap. Like, and then Not Like Us. So I'm like
yeah, those two were the club bangers.
Yeah, so he gave us some shit to rock too, man. I was also gonna get your opinion on the Cat Williams comedy, man. The special that dropped on Netflix over the past weekend. 2 weeks ago at this point.
It was good. I need to watch it again because I watched it live and I was like, damn, it started off kind of weird. I think the energy was a little different, but eventually to me it caught a rhythm, and then I was like, all right, I'm laughing like every other punchline.
Yeah. Same thing with me. I thought it started off slow. I was trying to figure out where he was gonna go, and then he got into it, and I was like, okay, this is good. I can rock with this. This is pretty good. I like this. I like this.
Yeah, it was a good one, man. For him to do it live like that too, that's what's up.
Yeah. And it got a lot of bad reviews or bad flack online, but also I never know what's really the review. Am I just getting funneled some shit because y'all want me to see the negativity? But
I think so. And I think people were expecting him to do the same shit he did on
Club
Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, they was looking for more tea, and it's like,
Yeah.
bro, I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here to tell jokes.
To me, that was a stand-up special in itself, the Shannon Sharp interview.
Yes, for
so
free.
it's like, so it's like I'm not about to come out here and give y'all the same stand-up I just did.
Yeah. So, and Tiffany Haddish had an interview this week.
Yeah, I watched some of it, man. I don't know what's going on with Tiffany. She seemed like she got going through a lot.
She did sing like a little. I don't know how she normally is, but she seemed like.
I did read her first book, so I might read this one too. But yeah, it just seemed like she's going through a lot. And she's been arrested a few times for drinking and driving.
Oh, she going through that sobriety thing right now. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, there's probably a lot going on in her head because sometimes people drink to like cover up what's going on in their lives, so so they don't have to deal with it. So I can imagine if you're not drinking now you're forced to deal with the stuff that's really going on. So it could be a journey for her.
Oh yeah, for sure. Also, man, the TV we've been watching, y'all, just to keep y'all up to date. What we on? The Never Ever Mets.
Never Ever Mets. Go, y'all. It's 3 episodes. Y'all got time to catch up because we're gonna be hitting y'all with the reviews because that shit is good.
Yeah, we waiting for the crew to get back. So on the next episode, we'll probably be doing that. And the next episode might be another bonus, just depending, because we might be out of office. So just a heads up on that. But yeah, the Never Ever Mets.
X-Men. You watched X-Men yet?
I gotta watch it tonight.
Oh, okay, it was a good episode. One more episode left, man. This shit ended on a hell of a cliffhanger.
And I'm ready for BMF because I haven't seen, like, they didn't drop last week.
Yeah, they was off last week. They let me down.
Yeah, they did let me down. They did.
Yeah, I was ready to see that horrible acting.
Yeah, I was prepared.
I'm disappointed. It's like when your side piece don't show up. You're like, damn. I know I said I didn't like you like that, but I do kind of like you.
Nah, I just want to clap the cheeks. Right now, man, in the playoffs, who you got? Still Knicks tape through this round?
I think Knicks beat the Pacers. Celtics beat the Cavs, which gives you the Knicks Celtics. It'll be great. And then I think Ant about to take them Denver out, the champs out. Yeah. That boy balling, cat balling, damn, some nigga off the bench, Raheem Dasim, whatever his name, he balling.
Listen, man, they put on a clinic the other night. Monday night, they went out there and they put on a clinic. I think they was up 20 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Like, it was never close. And I was expecting Denver to come back at some point. And I watched a few games of the Nuggets this year, and every angle that they play is just... And I think they have a genius plan. I seen Aaron Gordon bringing the ball up court and how that spaces the floor. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, they play very good ball. Murray, they got hella good players. Like, I think maybe Timberwolves just got their number right now because I think the Timberwolves won the regular season matchup, I think.
And I'm thinking they're the Spurs. I'm thinking they're
the Nuggets.
Yeah, I'm thinking the Nuggets are the new Spurs. I think when we look at championship teams, we're looking for a Warriors, a Bulls, the Lakers. But I think what we're looking at with the Nuggets is consistency.
Right.
And when something is consistent, year over year may not be the result. Just championships over time may be the result.
Yeah, that could be it. Because the Spurs never won a back-to-back championship, but I think they got 5 of them joints.
Yeah, and it was over time. It was like a consistent thing. It's
from I think 99 to the last one was 2013 with Kawhi.
And you knew they would be every year in that Western Conference Finals or semifinals. You knew they would be there. And so I think that's what we're looking at. I would honestly be okay with that for like the Hornets. If the Hornets was just a team that won a championship every 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
Like, that's something
just
consistent.
Be in the playoffs consistently, be competitive. That would be nice to see for any of these Charlotte sports teams.
Yeah, no, for real.
I saw the Panthers. They just, I don't even know. They was doing a top starting 5 of basketball team, but the Panthers players. I was like, man, if y'all don't tell us what the hell going on with the season. Yeah, man. Bryce Young, he do look a little bigger, so maybe he put on some weight.
Steroids.
Or eating them Bojangles, Bowberry sausage biscuits.
Niggas is going crazy on them.
I want to try one so bad.
Why you try one yet?
Man, I don't know, man. One thing is, I did try to go one day and the line was long, so I was like, all right, maybe that's a sign.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'm gonna get it soon, hopefully, man. Cause I do want to try it.
Okay.
I do want to try it, man. That shit look delicious.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all got me wanting to try.
And then I saw a nigga put a chicken fillet in between the damn thing.
That's what I would probably do.
I said, damn, that shit look better. That shit
But
look
this my
better.
thing about a Bowberry biscuit. I've never been a big fan of Bowberry biscuits.
Me either. I always just get the regular cinnamon biscuits. If I get a sweet thing from there.
I never get like I'm a Supreme's chicken biscuit sauce back in the day when I was a kid, sausage biscuit guy. Like that's what I would usually get. The Bowberry biscuits, I remember some people would eat those for breakfast. And for me, it was too much sugar for breakfast.
It's a lot of sugar, dude, because they hit it with the glaze.
Yeah.
It already got the sugar in the biscuit, and then they hit it with the glaze and the cinnamon.
But I do want the Bowberry cookie.
I hadn't tried that either, man.
That is something I do want to try, man.
I'm kind of off fast food lately because of the long wait lines. Like every fast food place is so understaffed now that you're gonna be in there waiting forever.
Is it because of the computers now, or what's happening?
I don't know why they so short staffed. Could be just that kids today, when we was in high school, everybody worked a fast food job or a mall job. I don't know what the fuck these little kids do today, but I think that's gotta be what it is, man. Because I used to know. And it could be the computers with some places, especially McDonald's. Because I used to know like 3 or 4 dudes from my school that worked at the same McDonald's.
Yeah.
And you go there and get the hookup any day.
Yeah,
but yeah, it could be computers.
I know my coworker, her son works for Chick-fil-A.
They stay staffed up.
And I know a girl, her son works at Jersey Mike's. So maybe they still taking those jobs. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
But nah, I mean, are you right? It just could be a shortage, and they gotta pay them more. Back then, if I'm paying y'all $5, I can hire 20
an hour back then.
I can hire 20 of y'all. Now they paying like 15, 17 an hour.
Yeah,
I don't think McDonald's trying to pay that.
That's double. That's basically two employees' salary from back in the day for one now.
Yeah. So yeah,
that could be it. But it saves my life too, because blood pressure and all that shit. If I'm eating fast food like I want to.
Oh yeah. Fast food can be addictive. Fast food can be addictive. So I ain't mad at it.
All them soybean oils and canola oils.
Vegetable oils.
Killing me.
Yeah. I was about to say, late night, I've been having a sweet tooth, and I don't know if you fuck with insomnia cookies.
Oh, yeah. I've had them a few times.
But my first time trying the Reese's peanut butter cup insomnia cookie.
Never had it.
The deluxe.
Damn.
Oh,
shit
my
slap,
God.
Huh? Was that shit warm?
It's boneless.
God damn.
It falling off the bone. I just
damn, that shit sound good to me.
Jesus, man, that is my new shit, man. Insomnia. I'm gonna tell you, one night I was out with my best friend. We was out. Yeah, been drinking. We've probably been sipping a little bit before we stepped out. And I think it was like 10 o'clock. Everything had pretty much closed. We was in South, man. And he was like, man, you want to get something to munch on? I'm like, hell yeah. We was in front of Insomnia Cookies. I think we ordered a 12-pack and written through 10 in the car. Like,
damn.
Insomnia Cookie got good cookies, man.
Yeah, they do.
They got some of the best
They better
cookies.
than Crumble to me. I like Crumble because they do the once a week thing. They change their menu every week, so it might be a week where there's something up there you like. But yeah, Crumble is delicious.
Yeah, man.
I got a hack for y'all. If y'all go to Trader Joe's, I made mimosas. I think it was Saturday. They got the spicy mango lemonade, but I used that with the prosecco. That shit was a fool.
Spicy.
It was like a spicy mimosa.
Oh, they do have the spicy lemonades at Joe's.
Yeah, that shit was a fool.
Them spicy lemonades go crazy.
Yeah,
them spicy lemonades go crazy. I love them spicy lemonades, man. Shit. Before we get out of here, man, I do want to talk about these parlays real quick, man. While I got some time. I do want to talk about these parlays real quick while I got some time. So what I've been discovering is this, man. I don't know if y'all out there have gotten your free money yet, but I was watching one of my gambling videos, and they've been telling me, like, they tell you how to take advantage of the free money. And so, you usually got to deposit $10 and then make a $5 bet at the least, and then they give you $200.
Yeah.
He was saying on the $5 bet, get your money back by betting on a favorite. That's the first thing you do. Take a sure bet. Then he was saying with the free money, try to pick favorites to cash out in return. Basically
use up all your money that they give you on favorites.
On favorites, basically like
Smart
look
man,
at the
boy,
odds.
that nigga a natural hustler.
Look at the odds and try to cash out. And then like the way to play the parlays is it's free money, so of course go crazy with it. But if you really want to get like some consistent returns on all that free money, try to play the parlays with like maybe 2 or 3 and really, really look at the odds. The odds is telling. The odds is telling you what a house is saying who gonna win, and the house is always gonna be right. 9 times out of 10. So it's like always go in
keep
favor
betting
with
on
the
the
house.
sure thing with the free money.
Yeah, it's not always gonna work out, but the odds are more in your. Everything's about odds being in the favor of you as opposed to
Floyd
odds in favor
Mayweather,
of
I
the
think,
house.
do that too, because he'll bet $1 million on like a sure thing.
Yeah. So the odds, like I remember you were breaking down the odds when I kept telling you like, yo, when we get sports betting, I'm a fuck with it. The odds are so interesting because even on the sure things is a return on your money, pretty much. So like -2, best way I could do it is, -200 or -110. I'll use -110 for example. So if you put up 100, you get 90 back. And if it's a sure thing, then you're gonna make 90 on $100. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it kind of like I compare it a lot to the stock market and investment and stuff. The only thing that's different here is you're going to lose or win. In the stock market, if you lose a couple dollars, you can always pull that money out. You can always take a loss with some money.
Sports bet, you losing it all.
Yeah, it's either you win or you lose. And it's always a bet. So it is gambling at the end of the day. You are gambling straight up. The stock market is not that way. Because you got so much time to say, you know what, Apple's not working out. I'll take what I have in here and go use it somewhere else. But with this, it's like I see why Floyd would do that. If South Carolina is favored to win against Iowa and they're minus whatever, I'll let y'all hold my $1 million because y'all going to give me back. To him, that's a surefire investment. You know what I'm saying? So it's an interesting world. They got influencers in that world, like who give out their sports picks, and I'm trying to figure out
crazy business.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why people follow certain betting influencers because not everybody got the same following. But it's interesting, and the more I learn about it, how they predict and get the numbers for games, it's so interesting. They got these guys on Excel spreadsheets, and there's so many factors to a game, from the weather to the time to the I'm coming from the weather to the time to the injuries to the points to the last 30 days to the last 10 days to every time Antetokounmpo is facing this person. Like they break down every single thing you could think of, and they put it in a sheet and they kind of spit out projections. So that's how they get these numbers.
I honestly didn't see this coming. When they said that sports betting was about to be legal, I thought it was just going to be niggas just betting.
Oh.
But now it's like sciences and arts behind it.
Yeah, when I seen the parlays, man, that's the thing that got me. And that's when I learned, like, that's how they wrote people in. It is the parlays. Because when I would watch the Instagram videos where sports betting is legal, and the guys would be like, when your parlay hit. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
Then to see what a parlay is, it's like, I see why.
That's a lottery ticket.
It's a lottery ticket. And one thing about niggas, we like a lottery ticket.
We spend the most on the lottery.
Yeah, we gonna play a lottery ticket.
We gonna play them sevens.
We're gonna go in there, get a Black and Mild, get a drink, and give me
number 33.
Yeah, give me a scratch off, man. Shit. But man, that's been the show, man. Thank y'all for joining us, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in on another Monday. Everybody will be back next week. Still not sure if it's gonna be a bonus episode. I'll let y'all know that. Y'all know when it drop. It could be a bonus episode, or we could be moving on to episode 303. Other than that, man, I appreciate y'all joining us on this Monday morning. You can find this show every week: YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud. What's the other one? iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Damn, I had a show recommendation, but I can't remember the name of it. That shit was good. I think it was called The Man That Built, or The Man They Tried to Break, or something like that. I'll have it next week.
Oh, Netflix.
Yeah, on Netflix.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That shit was good as hell.
You put it in the group chat with the black dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. I started it. I can't think of the name of it either. All right, man. Listen, guys. We want you guys out there to love the life you live and the people in it. Find the positive in every situation and live in the moment, because this life is not forever. I'm your boy, Jumpman Jones. I'm signing off for Jukebox Johnny, and we're going to talk to y'all next week.
Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Pull on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to Cell Block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell told me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck 'em up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Tryna strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Daddy, are you on the radio?